How's it going, guys? Welcome to Audio Addiction. We have Obsidian Mind with us tonight. They can say their names and what they do in the band.
My name is Jacob. I am the vocalist for Obsidian Mind.
And I'm John, and I'm the bass.
There we go, guys. Well, thank you for coming on. First off, want to give a massive shout out to Cody. He's my guy. We've met a handful of times because he lives in Pennsylvania, much like myself. So love the dude. So big shout outs to Cody, my guy.
He's been killing it.
he has been killing it, but he had pitched me to you guys probably about a month ago, and he was like, these guys are sick. They're very much in the lane of what you like to listen to and like, you know, obviously have on the channel. So I was like, okay, let me give him a listen. And then he's like, I'm gonna send you the new track Sapphire. And I was like, okay, send it over. Listen to it. I was like, immediately emailed. I was like, yes, please. I don't care when we have to do it, just like get them on and we have to do it. So thank you guys for coming on. The first thing about you guys that I would love to know is, you know, how did you start out Obsidian Mind? How'd you guys get your members? Kind of the whole anthology story about the band.
So I actually started the band. I was living in like a studio apartment like 4+ years ago.
Gotcha.
Writing stuff on my own little studio. And eventually over time got members. We actually were under a different band name at the time.
Oh, wow.
But because of that different band name and whatnot, that's what brought Obsidian Mind together, because everybody in the band right now was also a part of that band.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But I recruited my vocalist at the time, because I used to play guitar for this project.
Very cool.
Yeah, so I dive deep into the songwriting process on the guitar for a lot of the songs we do because of that.
Yeah.
But our vocalist at the time, we got him, and then our guitarist currently, Steven, obviously he's not here right now, but he was the first member besides myself of Obsidian Mind to join.
Okay.
And then after that, was it Jordan or was it you?
I joined, and then
So you were before Jordan. Okay. So then later on, eventually, John came in, and so did our drummer. And then vocalist changes, and Obsidian Mind was born because of the sound change and all that fun stuff. So
there we go. Like, I feel like what you guys have coming out, and I even checked out the previous track you guys had released, which was Hollowed Hands with Ryan Neff, which... Yes. Kudos to you guys. That's like, to me, OG, I'm old as shit. So like,
right.
I when I saw that name, I was like, all right, this is gonna be. I know this is gonna be good.
Yeah, he's a solid guy, man. He's really fun to work with too, man. He knows his stuff. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, certainly. I you know, kind of the follow up with that. Like, how did that come to be? Because I just imagine, like, you know, being kind of in that scene for as long as I have been, like Ryan Neff, obviously of the, you know, band Miss May I, like he has such a great like pull to what he does, and like they're, you know, Miss May I is fantastic. Go check them out if you haven't. But how did that kind of come to be? Because I'm very curious on how you guys got that.
So basically, after we had recorded the instrumentals for this EP, we ended up going through like our original vocalist quit, and then we picked up another vocalist and actually recorded half the EP with him before he decided to quit as well. So we actually had to go back and re-record songs, and like it's just been a super, like, it's been a journey.
Yeah.
Like we went through it, but so when we re-recorded the vocals. Oh yeah, right. Sorry, my bad. So we actually kind of knew a couple of the members in Miss May I, because
very cool.
Levi, the vocalist, I actually live in northern Kentucky, and he lives like a couple blocks away, basically.
Oh, very neat. Okay.
And they're local to Dayton as well, and Jacob and Steven, our other guitarists, are kind of local to the Dayton area. And we actually submitted our song to one vocalist, which I'm gonna keep unnamed, but basically he came back and he was just like, "Oh, I'm working on some stuff right now," but like he was just basically beating around the bush. He basically said he wasn't really interested, and it kind of bummed us out. And after that, we were just kind of going through other possible cool people that we could get, or even if we should at all, period.
Sure, yeah.
Maybe we just don't need that at all. But Drew, our producer, he recommended Ryan.
Oh, very cool.
We're like, you know what? We actually know. We kind of knew Justin a little bit.
Yeah,
like we actually kind of know Justin. Why don't we hit him up? So that's how that happened. And Ryan actually was cool enough to like come down to my house. And,
oh
like,
wow!
Like it was unreal, dude. So, I was like, dude, check out, come on down, bro.
Yeah, it's just a small world because our guitarist is actually he used to go to the gym at the same gym as I believe the other was it Justin? So he used to go to the gym at the same gym as their guitarist. So
what? That's so cool.
Thing, like, we were like acquaintances with certain people, but Drew, our producer, came in clutch and was like, Ryan, he's the man, and like. Yeah, came over and we all kind of worked together to write his part and stuff. Like most of the time, they kind of do it on their own terms in their own studio.
Sure,
like, this
yeah.
is what you get. He was like, "Yo, let's write it. Like, let's write it together." And that was probably the cool part. Yeah, it was very cool for sure.
It came out so cool, and then obviously having in the music video as well too was super awesome as well. So like, I feel like sometimes like they feel come up with creative ways to like add them into the music video, but to have him like next to you in the music video, I was like, I don't even know this band, but I just felt like real hyped for you just because I was like, this is like metalcore kid at heart. Was like, you guys killed it. Like it was on point.
And it's fun. It's just cool because, I mean, for both of us at least, I mean, Miss May I were a big part of our metal scene when we were like
100%.
Late high school, afterwards even. And the fact that both of us can just hit up Ryan and just like, we could talk about how things are going with him because he's doing big stuff right now, man.
Oh, so, 100%.
Yeah, he's playing bass for As They Dying right now.
Oh, very neat. Very neat.
Yeah, he's touring with them. So, obviously we had to hit him with like, bro, that's crazy. So we're super psyched for him, and we're happy that he's going on to bigger, good things too, and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I know Miss May I's going out later on tour with their headliner, which I'm going to see them in Philly with Landmarks. I'm super stoked to see Landmarks because they haven't played the States yet, so I'm very excited to just see them just rip it up. But yeah, no, it's thus far what you guys have released, I've really enjoyed it. Like it hits the kind of the types of bands that I've been really killing it, like have been killing it now. I feel like your name, I feel like would definitely be up there, at least for me, just in my like normal music cycle that I listen to. Like I was kind of having Sapphire in my rotation just as like something to just familiarize me with, what you guys do, obviously. So that's very awesome, and obviously I'll leave a link in the description for everybody to go give it a listen. But
we appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And kind of the follow up with that, we kind of skirted around it, but like, who are some of the people that influenced you early on, and who kind of influences your sound more, currently?
Okay, so for me, all right, so my favorite band of all time is Periphery.
Oh yeah.
I'm a little bit of a chip boy, so that's kind of in that prog metal area, and obviously metalcore, modern metalcore in general. But there's a lot of, for example, like the clean guitar work in Sapphire. There's definitely inspiration, especially tone. Maybe not necessarily playing, but like the actual tone of the clean is definitely an inspiration of like things from like Periphery 3 album and things like that. I would say now, though, like, when it comes to our heavier hitting stuff, for me personally, vocally, right?
Sure.
Obviously, I try to be as original as I can.
Yeah.
I don't want to, be piggybacking off anybody. However, I tend to try and kind of gravitate towards some of the heavier bands, like Oceano and Whitechapel and things like that. Like, that's kind of, it's not always on purpose, but that's kind of the vibe that I give myself, as well as even a little bit of Architects with some of that tonal scream sing kind of stuff. At least for me, vocally, that's kind of what I gravitate towards, I'd say. What about bass, bro?
So I'm kind of one of the older members of the group. I'm 30. So
I feel that.
Kind of like the 90s new metal, like that.
Yeah.
So I definitely always loved like the heavier bands back then, like Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit, all the new metal stuff.
Oh, for sure.
From there, actually, when I got into like middle school, for whatever reason, I kind of got into like the alt like emo scene, like
I got you. Yeah, yeah. As you do.
like that. And then from that, I kind of went to the screamo, and then of course,
Silverstein.
right. Then I kind of went from there to like metalcore.
Yeah.
And from metalcore, I kind of just like I listen to like deathcore, death metal. You know, I listen to basically everything. Like, if it's heavy, like I'll listen to it.
And I think what's mostly important with our songs is like we try and make our own sound.
Yeah.
But there's always going to be leaks of that inspiration from things, no matter what we do, which isn't a bad thing.
Sure.
By any
Yeah.
means. And you can definitely hear, especially like with some of the drum grooves, you can definitely hear some of the punk influence a little bit. I think.
Yeah.
We definitely have that there, especially if you listen close enough, you listen to what the bass is doing, man. There's like his own interpretation that's happening during parts, and that's a very, to me, it's a very almost like a proggy kind of thing as well. But
Yeah.
you wrap it all together, and honestly, the best way to put it is just modern metal, man.
Yeah.
But flavors from everything just kind of combines in there for sure.
Certainly.
As far as like one of my favorite bands that thinks influenced me the most, I would say Thrice.
Yes.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I love that band.
Yes.
For sure. As far as like heavy stuff goes, I like all of the like modern sounding stuff.
Silent Planet's a big one.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Silent Planet's probably my favorite band right now. So
They're pretty sick.
Yeah, they're pretty great. So that's not a bad option to have. Yeah. In terms of like the artists, like especially with Sapphire being like kind of my introduction to your band, the first band I could think of was like the first two albums of like Era, like that old like with like Augment kind of vibes, and I was like, all right.
I felt that a little bit.
I was
sure,
like, all right, and then vocally, like Jacob, what you're doing, like kind of reminds me a little bit of like, you know, kind of what Garrett does, like with the spoken word kind of stuff mixed in, especially with Sapphire more specifically. And then you've got this like kind of almost Jake yell that he does, you know, like in certain ABR songs, you know. So I feel like vocally it's like very diverse, and then also, you know, just adding cleans onto that as well is just, I feel like just the layers of everything is super well done. And then just the instrumentation too, like it's super solid. Like it definitely reminds me a lot of like the more progressive metalcore bands that are coming out now, but like just with like even more diversity that I feel like you guys kind of took a page out of that, but like even took it a little, like took the baton a little bit further down the line. So I appreciate that just from kind of listening to those are the types of bands that I listen to. So like I felt you guys were doing something different, which I appreciate.
Yeah, we appreciate you saying that for real, because like I think our big goal was for us to be able to, as hard as it is to right now to do, is to branch out as much as possible. So even if that means taking something somewhat familiar and just going with it and trying to expand it as much as you can, that's kind of what Sapphire was for us.
Sure.
I mean, there's the influences, but we're like, we're going to make this our own, and I think we did a pretty good job with that.
I would argue that as well. Certainly, I feel like you guys, especially listening to Hollowed Hands right after, like the diversity between those two songs is like night and day. So like it was really cool to hear that. And then more specifically for you, Jacob, like switching from, you know, originally playing guitar to doing vocals, like that transition I feel like is pretty difficult. So like I feel like if you didn't told me that, I probably would have never thought that. So like how have you kind of been taking that on, because I feel like that would be a pretty difficult role to change, you know, swap over.
Well, so I actually was doing vocals around 2012.
Okay.
I started back then. I did it for one project and one project only, and then I never did it again. But I knew I could do it, right? But I'd say the switch, it wasn't too bad. There's things I miss for sure as a guitarist. Since I was like 8 years old, man. So like of course there's parts of it, but with that being said, when it comes to like writing material, it's actually helped a lot, because as I'm writing the songs with my guitarist or with John here or whatnot, I'm hearing the vocals in my head as I'm going. So,
Oh, nice. Okay.
so
Yeah.
I could write the vocals, I can write the guitar work and whatnot around the vocals and vice versa, which usually helps us have like a pretty unique sound, I would say.
Yeah.
So that I kind of plan ahead as I go. The switch was easy. There is the challenges of, vocal health,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
That I had to take on. That wasn't something that I really had to worry about before. But obviously that just comes with it.
Yeah.
Other than that, the switch was pretty easy. It wasn't too bad at all, and I'm really glad that we decided for me to go ahead and do that, for sure.
Yeah, like I said, I would have never thought that initially. So to have that kind of like cool background story on that, that's really cool. But
I kind of want to add something.
yeah, sure, go ahead.
I just, yeah, I honestly, I just want to like commend him for doing it. Like, yeah, we had like a handful of different dudes try out, and like he was just the best. Like I was like, dude, you're just the best, bro. Like, dude, like I know you love guitar, and like honestly, that would be real. Like, you know what I'm saying? That he's like probably the best guitarist I know. You know what I'm saying? And
Sure.
so, like, he got up to like fill that spot. You know what I mean? Like, kudos to you, but
Yeah, and he actually, John kind of pushed me to find a lot of my versatility in my vocals.
Yeah,
So
sure.
at the time, I had my low and I had my highs, but I didn't really dive into the tonals. I didn't really dive into the yells or the spoken word kind of stuff. I didn't really dive too much into gutturals, things like that. And
Yeah.
then as we were writing, it was John that kind of was like, dude, you try to do this. Like, dude, that sounds cool, but I bet you could do this. And just kept pushing and pushing, and then eventually I was able to find these things that I can do, and pretty much all of that I mentioned is in Sapphire. So
Yeah.
so yeah, for sure. Sapphire was kind of the guinea pig, I'd say, for me to find it all, and we perfected and polished it, obviously.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. So kudos to him for that as well.
Yeah, kudos to John for
Yes.
pushing you. Kudos to John, my guy. I feel he really did it. He really was just like cracking the whip, like he was like,
Right.
do this shit.
Right. Basically, I mean, like the best way possible, obviously. not just like you suck. Get it right.
There's a lot riding on this.
Right.
John's like, I put money on this song.
That's
exactly.
He's like he's like John's like a horse, like like horse betting. He's like, listen, Jacob, I put money on number one. And listen, I need you to do this shit. Like,
don't you mess this up.
don't mess this up for me. Yeah. But next question I have for you guys, another fun one. What are you guys listening to currently? What's on your Spotify? What have you guys been listening to lately?
Most recently for me, I'd say Thornhill, their new album.
Ooh.
I really like it so far. I've probably listened to it like 4 times already. And then North Lane's Obsidian.
Yeah.
For me, so anything that Veil of Maya comes out with,
Oh,
like, I'm on
yeah.
immediately. Right? So, and then I still listen to Spirit Box on repeat sometimes. I love
great,
every Spirit Box comes out. And then like a curveball though, I listen to a lot of movements.
Yes.
Yeah, like that Midwestern emo alt kind of stuff, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which John is the one that introduced me to them. And
Look at John.
So whenever I'm like, I usually take bands like that and they're kind of inspirations for some of the cool like guitar chords we use.
Yeah.
Because they come up with the coolest freaking chords, bro. So I was like, we gotta like put that in our stuff somehow. And so they're up there. But I'd say right now it would definitely be Veil of Maya and anything Periphery. Periphery's actually working on a new album right now.
Yeah. They're like V5 or something. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited for it. But yeah, Veil of Maya and Spirit Box is kind of where I'm at right now.
I feel that. Anything that Veil of Maya has been releasing recently, I've just been like, all right, guys. Like you've been doing it, putting in the work, and then I think I saw like Mark make a post, and he's like, the songs that we've released aren't going to be on the new record. I was like, how many songs do you have? Like, how many are you sitting on? Like, are you sitting on like 2 albums worth of music? It's wild.
Yeah, no, but you know what's funny is that I I can see that because even us, we're sitting on a bunch of songs right now, bro. So if we're doing that, I can only imagine what they're doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see that for sure.
It's pretty wild, but yeah, I will agree, with John's pick, the Thornhill record. I've been just like, oof, I've just been listening to that so much. It's so good. I love Dark Pool, so I feel like it's close, like it's very close, but this one, like the newest one, Heroin, is just so different, like comparatively, but I love it just as much as Wildly.
Yeah, anymore, dude. I mean, I'm sure you're right there with me. Like, I've been listening to heavy music since, early as late I.
Oh yeah.
So, like, anything that's like different where it's still like heavy, you know what I mean? I'm a huge fan of like like more original sounding stuff. Even like I might listen to it one time and I'm like, that's a little weird, but usually it kind of grows on me.
Yeah,
You know what
I
mean?
feel that. Yeah.
But yeah, at first I think it was the first or one of the singles Thornhill put out. I was like, it's a little different. It's a little odd. I'm not
Yeah.
sure about it. But like after like the third time listening to it, I'm like, this is awesome.
There's an honorable mention that I completely forgot about. Darko, bro.
Oh yeah,
Ooh, Darko.
huge fan of them as well.
Oh my gosh, dude! Like I love their sound. Like they came swinging hard.
Oh, out the gate immediately. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good.
They
They're
definitely have an very original vibe.
Mm-hmm.
All their
I
shit.
just think it's crazy. It's just them, like just them two. It's just two guys.
Right.
Like that's what
Yeah.
blows my mind. Is like, it's just two of you. Like, it just makes me upset as like somebody who's like,
Right,
oh, I
right.
should make music, and then they're like, oh, it's just me and the drummer. We just scream. The drummer actually plays guitar too, so like we don't have to do that. We program bass, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm just gonna leave now. Like.
Right.
Put my 2 cents in, but yeah, no, I the new Darko stuff. I'm curious if, again, much like Veil of Maya, if they're just sitting on a bunch of material and just waiting for people to be like feast,
Early on.
Uh,
For sure.
Next question I have for you guys, for people who maybe aren't familiar with Obsidian Mind and want to check you out, what song would you recommend to a new listener to check out?
A new listener? Honestly, well, okay. I'd say Sapphire only because it's got the melodicness and it's got the clean singing, the catchy chorus that a lot of people that are more into the pop culture of things would probably appreciate more.
Fair enough.
I will say the breakdown at the end will kind of throw them at a twist a little bit.
Oh yeah, it did. I was like,
but other than that, I would say either Sapphire or Hollowed Hands, because Hollowed Hands, that chorus slaps too. That's a good one. But I'm going to stick with Sapphire. That's what I'd say.
okay, all right, John.
It's kind of hard to say just because I feel like all three of the singles that we have out are so different. You know what
Fair
I mean?
enough. Yeah, I
And
got
I feel
you.
like we kind of had that problem too. Like we weren't sure what song we were supposed to put out when, because we didn't want to throw people off to make people think this is like all that we do. Like, you know what I mean?
I got
And
you.
we-
Yeah.
But in my opinion, I feel like I'm kind of the oddball in this
You're
one.
going to say Counterfeit?
Yeah, I really like Counterfeit.
Ooh.
Like the beginning of that song, just like it kind of drops off and then hits again, and like I just love that.
It's groovy.
I like
It is a
it.
groovy song.
It's great.
Yeah, so like I said, I see that. But I
Just love that how it smacks.
that's like his favorite one to do live too. Like,
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. I feel like all of them would be very cool to see live. I feel like Sapphire would be the coolest, and that's not even because it's the newest track. I just feel like guitar wise, I'm also a guitar player, so I was like, all right. I'm like, okay. I'm wrapping myself in all of this, and I was like, okay, I think this is probably my favorite of the three. But yeah, that's tough.
I'd say it's definitely fun to play for sure.
Oh, big facts.
Like, on a musician standpoint, it's definitely probably one of the most, if not the funnest one to play for sure. Yeah, because that song, we wrote that song, like we were over at his old house and we were writing from like 6 p.m. to like 7 a.m. and we wrote that entire song besides tracking the vocals. But we wrote that entire song in that amount of time.
Wow.
I think we stopped to get food one time, and then that was it. We just kept going, and we knew that this song was going to be a big deal for us. So my answer is still Sapphire for sure.
Well, guys, I'll leave Sapphire, Hollowed Hands, and Counterfeit all in the description. You can tell me which one you like the most in the comments section below. So let us know. We'll definitely be looking. The next question I have for you guys, another fun one. If you guys could pick a song to cover, what would it be?
Oh, that's so funny that he mentioned that. We're in the works of one. We'll leave it at that.
Okay.
But,
Besides that one.
besides that one,
Personal choice.
man, that's a good. Oh, I feel like we could really rock out "Image of the Invisible" Price.
Ooh.
I think we could. I think we could mess that song up, bro. Like, dude, shit the hell out of that thing. I'm down. I think we could.
All right. Okay.
I've always wanted to cover that one. That one, or this is a bit of an oddball, but we could metalify like 3 Days Grace's Riot. That would be a good one. I feel like we could kill that one.
All right. Okay. Speaking the language here, I see. Okay.
Yep.
I got this idea like a weekend or two ago. I was thinking Alice in Chains Nutshell.
Ooh.
Like it's mostly acoustic, and I feel like if we just like completely just like made it like the whole thing heavy,
Just like
I feel
stupid heavy, yeah.
super sick.
Or
Like just super, heavy and heavy.
There we go.
You know?
Best of both worlds, man. Anything else than Bone would be cool.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm kind of emo. I like the emo, like depressing sounding songs. That's what
Anything by Taking Back Sunday would be cool.
yeah.
Wow. All right.
I actually thought about Alice in Chains being an option, to be honest with you. That's new for me. That'd be cool, though. Nutshell would be dope, for sure. For sure.
I like both of those answers as being a major Thrice lover and also just taking like an Alice in Chains song and just like completely just messing it up in the best way possible.
Right.
Oh man, that would be really cool. I feel like either one of those options would be really neat. Besides obviously the one you're doing now, but
right. But okay, well, let's turn the tables a little bit. Is there a song that you've always wanted to hear covered?
God, that's a good
Like
question.
made metal, I should say, because like everyone's done the pop songs, the rap songs.
Yeah.
We're kind of done with that. Like, so we're trying to
think.
that's like the one that we've done is what we're doing. It's definitely more on the new metal. So I'm curious what you would want.
This would be very interesting. Let me think about this. I gotta
You
dig deep in the brain archives here for this.
Right. And start computing.
This
Sure
is
you'll
okay.
probably 10 minutes later, you'll probably change your mind.
Oh man, that would be. Let me think. I feel like I don't hear a lot of like classic rock, like metal, like prog tracks. So I feel like that could be. I feel like that could be translated pretty well. I would argue maybe like. I feel like a Rush song would be kind of cool.
Rush would be dope.
I feel like that'd be pretty. I feel like they're kind of heavy and heavy-ish. Like they have some moments. So I feel like that'd be really cool, or just like, and that's kind of what made me think about it was like because Era did like Stockholm Syndrome, and I was just like, man, because when I listened to Stockholm Syndrome, I was like, man, this would just sound stupid if it was like on an 8-string guitar. And then they did it, and I was like, I was right. It did sound very stupid on an 8-string guitar. So I was like, man, I wonder what other like older-ish, like kind of like alt songs or something like that would work. So I'd probably say like maybe, oh man, like either like an old like Kansas song or like an old Rush song. I feel like would be kind of just nuts.
Wayward Son would be, or Dust in the Wind.
Dust in the Wind would be pretty wild.
Within the Ruins that carry on.
I thought it was the Cage Restraint.
No, Within the Ruins.
Cage Restraint did War Pigs, right?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah, okay, I got that mixed up. Well, okay, that'd be cool. Or Hotel California, dude.
Yeah, it's just like,
When I was sick, bro, I'm telling you.
or you just made me think of a really good one.
Yeah.
Life in the Fast Lane, just like that guitar riff on like a fucking like H string. That'd be dumb. So guys,
Cult of Personality.
oh what? Yeah, that'd be wild. Ooh.
Let's go.
Woo. Man, we got some good ones. That would be like, and then just hit them with like the giant like open chord in like in the chorus. Woo.
We demolish it, dude. Oh my god.
That'd be stupid. I'll cut it out so you guys can do it first, and then I'll re-add it back into our interview. So
I'm actually kind of upset that we didn't think about that before. Now that I said it out loud, bro, that's such a good idea.
I think like some of those like really riffy like guitar parts like from like a classic rock song are just like waiting to be just like gentified, you know.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know if that's a word, but I'm gonna make it up for this.
Now, my guy, don't worry about it.
It is now an Urban Dictionary. But the next question I have for you guys, another fun one. What is your favorite food to eat?
Okay, so the things I would do for cheesecake is crazy. Bro, like, I know, like, cause people think because I'm not much of a sweets person in general.
Neither am I, so I feel.
But ironically, my favorite food is cheesecake, bro. It is so good. You can do so many things to it, man. It's never the same.
That's facts. Like, okay.
And you can easily mess it up too. So it's not like one of those foods that's like you can just grab it and go and it's fine. Like there's plenty of places that just are awful at it. Like, so a cheesecake for me for sure.
All right. John, what do you got?
I really like French toast.
Dude, he does.
Wow. All right.
We go to IHOP, bro, and that he gets it every single time.
Yeah,
at least 6 of them, bro.
Oh my god, that does sound good. I'm about some French toast, you know.
They have like this New York style cheesecake pancakes there, bro, and which I was so excited, and then I got it, and it was like there was like maybe like a couple pieces of like cheesecake in the pancake somewhere, and like that was it. I was so upset. But it was also $3, so you know.
That's fair. Yeah.
So I mean, you get what you pay for.
You get. They're like, you have to add $3 more in to get $3 more worth of like cheesecake bits.
They just come in and just like a teaspoon, just dollop it on there a little bit for you.
They're like a little measuring cup, and then they're just like salt baying onto the
pancake. Crackers, crush them, and then they just blow it on your plate.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, here you go.
I will say to John, I unlocked a insane thing about French toast that I didn't know I needed to know, which was, so you obviously soak the French toast, and then what I do with my French toast, I don't know if you're about like the texture stuff, but I put it in some like panko breadcrumbs with like some cinnamon sugar, and then I like cook it like I normally would French toast. That's pro strats. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
I guess more like French toast sticks, like that kind of texture. I guess
they're like, it's like the like interior is still like soft, you know, like the French toast you know and love. The outside's like real crispy, you know. So
that sounds good. I have to try that.
Sounds
good. Sounds good. Yeah, no kidding. Oh man,
that's pro strats for everyone that wants to make French toast. That's my French toast tip of the day today.
Everybody could have learned something new, my guy.
Guys, let me know if you do it in the comments. I need to know. The next question I have for you is if you guys could pick somebody to collaborate with, whether it be another guest feature on an up-and-coming Obsidian Mind record or a producer you'd like to work with in the future, who would it be?
You go first.
Personally, Ryan touring with As Lay Dying kind of got my brain turning a little bit. I'm like, yo, get Tim Lambesis on. Please, bro. I think that would be tight, personally.
Tim would be tight, yeah.
Honestly, Fred Durst, bro. I want Fred Durst so bad. And this is my plan. This is my plan. So I want to release a song, and it has Fred Durst on it, but it doesn't say he's on it. So then, like, at some point in the song, it just drops down to whatever Limp Bizkit like groove, dude, and he's just getting it, and people are gonna lose their fucking minds, bro. That's like publicity right there, dude. Like,
Oh,
like,
big facts.
From there, so that'd be huge.
dude. Oh my God, it's gonna be 10, 20 grand, but like, let's go.
Or you could do every time I listen to this song, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the band Bill Murray, but every time I think John looks like he's familiar with them, but it's Johnny Frank from Attack Attack.
From Attack Attack.
Yes, Attack Attack. So
Yeah, okay. I haven't listened to it, but I know who he is.
he did a song, and literally it's just like the biggest like just like tease. So like he has like featuring Caleb Shomo, and now I'm like, okay, this is sick. Like I'm waiting for it. Literally, got him to record like a voice memo, and he's like, "This is Caleb Shomo, and this is my vocal feature." And the song ends. He doesn't do anything on the song. I'm dead serious. It's like the biggest tease, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, they're back together! Attack Attack! You know, like this is sick. I'm so excited. My childhood, like I'm gonna die." And then that's what he hits you with, and it's like the ultimate tease, but you can't help but laugh because you're just like, you just got played. Like,
Oh
hard.
man,
I've actually never seen that, or heard it, I should say.
It's
But,
great.
I'll have to check it out.
yeah, that's beautiful.
It is
Like,
literally
that's
the funniest
thing.
thing, because then you like sit there like, because like when he just released he released it as a single like couple album cycles ago, and like you just sit there and you're just like, did
Well, so then that gives me the idea, instead of having Fred Durst do an actual part, it's just right at the very end he just goes, yeah, and then
that's it. That's beautiful. Do that. That'd be great.
That's it. That's his feature.
Or
bro.
just have it like
Oh,
just put it in like the breakdown, but like with just like a ton of reverb, so like you like hear him, and he's just like the microphone's like all the way back. It's like yeah, and then that's
Yes!
it. Like, that'd be great.
dude. Oh my God, that'd be the best $10,000 we've ever spent, bro. For sure.
Oh my God. If that somehow happens, I'll be so stoked for both of you guys.
If it does happen, it was on your podcast that
Oh.
it was born.
It was
So-
manifested.
Yeah, it was manifested, bro. Did you know that? Side note: did you know that Snoop Dogg charges like $250,000 for a feature? It's 16 bars. Isn't that crazy?
That
Just
is
side note.
nuts.
That's actually nuts.
Why
dude.
would
Like,
you do like? No offense, I
a
love
lot of
Snoop Dogg, but like, I wouldn't be taking out $500,000 for like 16 bars worth of a feature.
Yeah, I would say it's only 16 bars too. I was like, man, that's insane.
Unless I was making like that $250 back because my song features Snoop Dogg,
right,
then
right.
then it's like, you know.
But that just depends on who asked for the feature. You know what I mean? What if it was like some local artist? It's like, there's no way you're gonna get that back. Bro.
They have a GoFundMe. It's just like, please get Snoop Dogg to feature on our song.
Help me get Snoop on my song.
Be already big. You're probably not going to get through it.
I just thought that was interesting. I didn't know if you guys knew about that.
I
saw
did
that
not.
a week ago.
That is wild.
I thought it was
What
absurd.
what if like a super heavy band like actually managed to come up with the money and like got it on like one of their songs?
I mean, that'd be
Like,
pretty sick.
playing for, like a trap part and Snoop Dogg comes in. You're like, what? They
Well-
actually got Snoop Dogg?
What band would do that? What would do
I
that?
don't know.
I can see Metallica doing that.
Yeah,
I could see Metallica
I'm
doing
saying
that.
like a metalcore.
Oh, like a
I feel
metal-
like a rapcore band could do that, you know?
like Attila,
Like a
What about
Attila,
Dropout Kings or something like that.
Dropout
Kings. I was gonna say like Dropout Kings for sure.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty sick. I would listen to that 100%, no doubt.
I would too. No, for sure.
Or just have like Periphery featuring Snoop Dogg. I would be like,
Bro,
I don't get this, but let's just listen to it.
like how are you managing this? Like,
It's just like some sick like genty riff part, and then he's just like doing his like rap parts over top, and I'd be like, okay, this is actually kind of sick.
right, dude. Oh yeah.
So, Periphery, if you can afford doing that,
Right.
do it. If
Dude,
not,
for sure.
Dropout Kings, I don't know if you also can afford to do it, but also do that.
At least sample it or
Somebody
something.
do it. I'm just saying, that would be great. you know, that would be quite the internet day for every band underneath the sun. So,
For sure.
but guys, if you want to hear Fred Durst yell "yeah" on an Obsidian Mind track, what you do is you go tag Obsidian Mind on Twitter, and then you tag Fred Durst, and then you say
Yes.
you just say collab, but all you say is "yeah," and then I'm pretty sure that's a legally binding contract. I'm not a legal scholar. I didn't go to legal school, but I believe that's how it happens.
We'll have to run it.
Yeah, if it's on Twitter, it's real life, bro.
Yeah, it's real life. If I can print it out from my printer and then put it on my wall, then it's real. So
100%, dude. For sure. Oh my god, can you imagine if Twitter was the reason that Fred Durst like hits up, which is like, hey guys, listen, people won't shut the hell up.
Yeah, people keep DMing me about me just saying yeah on a track. I'll just do it so I don't have to keep getting these DMs.
Right. I just got a yeah, right? That's it. I just said it.
It's just like I could do like an iPhone like memo thing where I just said yeah like that or whatever.
Dude, hell yeah, let's go Twitterverse, let's go.
There we go, guys. Next question I have for you: if there was another musical instrument you could master, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, violin, bro. Violin.
That'd be crispy.
There's a few instruments that I can play, but violin is the one that has always intimidated me the most, I'd say.
That's fair.
It's so beautiful, and you can do so much with it, but, like, looking at it just scares me that I have to constantly hold like this the whole
like
time.
this? Yeah,
and
like...
the fact that the strings are this close to my eyeball, dude, like, that just
You're just waiting for that string to break into your eye, right? That's that guitar. That's how I know you're a guitar player, because you're just like afraid to like tune the string too much. And it just breaks.
Yeah, I don't know how like people like Lindsey Sterling is on stage and it does that and is not worried about it.
Like she's completely unfazed. It's like
You got. I'd probably say drums.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like I can like do basic stuff on drums, but I wish I was like.
I feel that.
I just love drums. Like when I listen to songs, I listen to drums a lot.
Well, yeah, I'd say like with anything that we write, it's always whenever it comes to the bass grooves, it's usually correlates with the drums.
Yes.
So
Like syncopated.
So drums and bass are kind of like hand in hand. So I can
100%.
see that. Sure. That makes sense.
Yeah, I feel that on like an emotional level, because like I'm in my car and I'm just like, you know, doing the like, you know,
Yeah.
and then somebody thinks I'm having like, you know, like a spasm in my car or something, because, you know, they just hear me listening to just a bunch of blast beats and stuff. They're like, man, what's wrong with this kid?
I think the
He
best
should not
part
even
of
be
the-
driving in Pennsylvania right now. Like,
You're like doing a blast beat. Like, is he having a seizure?
yeah, is he okay? And I'm just like
I said-
sitting in traffic.
speaking
Yeah.
of, speaking of like doing like air instruments, I think the best one is doing guitar, like sweep picking, because when I do it and I don't realize I'm doing it, I look like I have like an 18-string guitar because I'm just going like this. And there's no way that there's no way that there's like, well, there actually is guitars that thick, I guess, but like for a normal human being, that would
Somebody would be like, "What is this guy doing?" He's like, "This." Like,
so I'm just like doing this in the guitar, and they're just think I have like a dirty shirt. I'm just like wiping it off.
just like, man, he must have a lot of crumbs on his shirt or something.
Really outstanding, my dude.
Playing a harp.
A harp, yeah. Oh, that'd be another good one to learn.
Yeah.
Harp would be sick.
Oh yeah, nice.
'Cause I could do the Black Ops, the zombies theme on it. You know what I'm
Yes, I got you. I got you.
Dude,
Yeah,
Have you seen someone play like a giant gong?
I have not, but that would be pretty wild.
Dude, it is weird. Like they'll tap it real light, and it'll just like you'll hear it like start to like
You could start to hear the,
like
and then
it's insane, like the noises they can make with them. Like next time you're on YouTube, check out giant gong. Like
I'm gonna have to. I love seeing the ones where the guy's like standing on the top of a mountain and there's like a giant drum and he's just like boom! It like keeps hitting it. Like, have you ever seen one of those? Those things, that shit's like off the wall. That is wild. Like those big like drum, like I don't even know what they're called, but it's like pretty wild. It's like they're like that big and they have like these like huge like mallets and they're just like hitting them. I'm like, That is.
Yeah, that's a gong. That's a gong.
It could
Or
be
you
a
talking
gong.
about the actual like? Oh yeah, I was gonna say because there's also those one drums that like orchestras use, the big round ones, and they're just like, and they like just beat on it like this, like crazy.
No,
There's one of
it's
those-
like this like I'll have to do it in post, but there's like this Japanese like drum that's like on the side and people like you know, it's
Oh,
like
I know
war
exactly.
like drums. Like it's pretty wild.
Yeah,
I've seen some videos of that and I'm just like, man, imagine just that but like with a breakdown. That would just be like
Bro,
just
yeah. What's that one instrument that you like put on your lap and then you like hit it with your hands?
Steel drum?
Steel drum.
steel drum, yeah.
Like the island stuff, dude, that is so cool, bro.
I think
Like,
I think Cody does that. So
What does he really?
I think he does. Yeah. Cody, you have to let us
Well-
know in the comments.
Let's say, well, then that's to our next feature.
I think Cody's doing the. He's just sitting in the middle, like doing the like in like the music video.
Right, like,
The music video is just
come on.
there's like a breakdown, and he's doing the steel pin like in the middle.
Just like sitting right in the middle of the stage, bro. We have
That
to
would be
like-
great. Everybody like moves away, like the microphone moves away, the guitar players like move to the side, and then Cody's just like sitting in the middle. Like he comes up, like there's like a stage piece that like comes up. He just like sits
Yeah.
up. There's a bunch of smoke that comes out. He's like doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, and just doing his thing.
He's
Cody.
just surrounded by an ungodly amount of smoke machines. Like it's just an awful amount. Like this.
Cody, let's make that happen. I
make
at
that
least
happen,
know
Cody.
I could do that. So
Yeah, there you go. Come on, Cody.
let's do it.
Steel drum.
The foggy steel drum.
The steel drum feature by Cody. Next question, guys. My personal favorite, because I'm a nerd, so I love to ask it. If you guys could be a video game character, who would you be?
Oh. See, that's hard because I have to decide if I want my character to be in constant danger or not, right? So, bro, honestly, it's not okay. It's not based off a video game, but there's a lot of video games. So I'm gonna say Goku, bro.
No, there's like Xenoverse,
Well,
fighters.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. But it didn't start from video games, but there's a lot of it. Like anytime a Dragon Ball Z
I'll
game
give you
comes
that.
out,
That's totally in fair use. I'll give you that. Yeah.
yeah. I'd say that or
Out of all the DBZ characters,
oh no, no Gohan, bro.
Gohan? I like
Ooh,
He like saved the
Gohan.
world with one arm.
that. I was about to say, dude.
Like-
Goku's- Yeah, that's what we-
No, you're gonna get everybody after me for saying Goku. So. That or Leon from Resident Evil.
Ooh,
Either one.
another good choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
John, what do you got for us?
Master Chief, bro.
Oh, that's another. That would be a cool one. Master Chief would be. I didn't think about that.
Maybe I can't remember his name. The dude in Dead Space, maybe. Like
Oh.
that would be terrifying.
That would be terrifying.
I would not want to be that guy by any means. But it was like a simulation type scenario where like I could just like do it for a couple hours maybe. And,
Do it for a couple hours.
I die and just like zapped out or something like that.
Right.
But yeah, that would be terrifying.
Yeah, I completely forgot about Master Chief. Man, that would be so cool. Be Master Chief, bro.
Yeah, he's a beast.
I'd say switch. I'm gonna switch out the whole Dragon Ball Z thing. I'm gonna say Master Chief. For sure.
Ooh, all right.
For sure.
That's a pro move. I like that.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with some Master Chief and Halo. I mean, like classic video games,
That's pretty much, well, Halo is what kind of got me to be playing video games in the first place. So, for sure. Like, besides, like, I mean, Pokemon and whatnot. But, like, actual, like, big console.
Okay, well, I'm glad you mentioned that because I literally
Yeah.
have
Hey,
my
Dragon Knight,
Dragonite.
coming.
I have, what else do I have? I have a literal, like, I have Alakazam.
Dude. Hell yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
Let's see who else. I've got Lucario.
All right.
These are all the ones on my computer. I literally have, like, a giant one behind a Sylveon.
Oh, dude. I had a buddy of mine he makes, like, custom, like, coasters. And, like for cups and stuff. And I have 3 of them. And what it is like he puts like your favorite cards in them of whatever card game.
That's
So
so
I have
cool.
I have a Blue Eyes White Dragon one. I have a Vegeta one from like the Dragon Ball Z card game, and then I have Arcanine.
Oh,
Because
nice.
he's my favorite. Yeah.
I feel that. I have
Yeah, what's that
more.
called, man?
I have more, but I could like the only other one on my desk is Dialga,
Yeah.
and obviously Pikachu's Smash. Oh wait, I have one more on my desk that I will show off to everyone. This is a
Is that
Flygon.
Flygon?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Gen 3 is probably my favorite, to be honest. But everybody thinks it says blasphemy because, like, it's.
I don't think
the
it's
first two.
blasphemy. It's like the
Yeah.
Holy Trinity, you know, like 1, 2, 3.
I can live without zigzagging, but still, like the whole Gen 3 is amazing. It's my favorite for sure.
I love
I'm
Gen
not-
Gen 2's my favorite. That's like
See, Gen 2 is almost tied for me though, only because of Typhlosion.
I loved all of them. I thought they were all great. I have a very strong bias because that was the first game that I played, you know, with Pokemon and stuff, and then went back to like Red, Blue, Yellow. But yeah, oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I could talk
Yeah,
about this shit for like
Pokemon-
hours. I just want to let you know that's like if we're gonna go into the rabbit hole. I could spend a whole nother
I know,
like
yeah.
3 hours
We
talking
go
about.
on a tangent like crazy with that. I know we can.
There we go. Next question I have for you guys. If you were to compile a dream tour lineup, including Obsidian Mind, who would be on it?
Ooh, that's a good one. Asking the good ones. Okay.
I'll go ahead and go.
Go ahead.
I would probably say Spirit Box for sure.
All
Just
right.
because they're killing it. You
They
know,
are.
Who else do you want really? Besides them, they're on top of the game basically. North Lane.
Oof. All right. Feeling this.
Are we saying 3 bands plus us? Is that what we're?
I feel like we gotta do 4. Like this is
Four-
we're
four
going
out
all
of
out
them.
here. Yeah.
It's going to be 5 total of you.
5 total. Yeah.
Throw Silent Planet in there, which I'm going to the North Lane Silent Planet.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
I'm going to that. You know what? Throw Loathe on there too. That's it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Dude, man. Okay, so definitely Periphery, for sure.
Okay.
Hands
Vibes.
down. Veil of Maya, just
Oof.
because. I mean, they're up there right now. Ooh. Okay, so this is going to be a curveball, but the only reason why is because I know it's going to draw a lot of people, and that's Bring Me the Horizon. I would bring them
All right,
because
all
of the
right.
fan base they have right now is crazy.
It is.
So,
Yeah.
like, that's
popping
just a
off.
small move. That's just like a money move, to be honest with you. And then for my last one, I'm gonna go North Lane as well.
Ooh. All
I'm gonna go
right.
North Lane as well. Yeah, I do listen to them a lot, for sure. So
There we
that's a good
go.
call.
We got.
I
We
think
got.
Era was close though. Era was close. I almost said Era.
Hit us up, North Lane.
Yeah, let's go, bro. Let's go.
Just hop on the. Just hop on the Obsidian tour right now. That
So
would be
pick
sick.
your tour. Take your mind in North Lane, bro.
I was surprised. John almost literally said verbatim the North Lane tour that's coming through the state. I was like, "Wow, these bands are sounding familiar." And I was like, "Wait a second." I'm like,
I thought out loud. I was like, "Yeah, that's huge."
Right.
I bought my ticket a while ago. Like, as soon as
It was funny. We went to go see Loathe because for whatever reason, I think Code Orange like double booked for Philly, so they canceled the show in Philly. So Loathe, it was like Loathe, Dying Wish, and Vended were all like stranded kind of. So they were like, oh well, we're doing a last minute show and like like a this place in Philly called the First Unitarian Church. It's like hardcore staple. So I saw Loathe headline, and then like Dying Wish played, and then Vended played, and I've seen Loathe before. Like I saw them a while ago, and then I was talking with one of my buddies, George. Shoutouts to him. We went to the show together, and I was like, I bet you that secret band that North Lane's gonna announce is Loathe. Like I have a strong feeling it's gonna be Loathe. And this was before they announced it. And he's like, yeah, I don't know. He's like, it could be. And I was like, no, I'm like, I'll put my chips on it. I think it's gonna be,
Right.
I think it's gonna be Loathe. So then, like, probably like 3 or 4 days later, they announced it, and then he texts me, and he's like, "Damn it, you're right." He's just like, "How did you know?" And I was just like, "I didn't." I was just like, totally, just like, just happenstance because I was like, it was either gonna be them or like Thornhill, and then Thornhill got announced for that Era tour, which also is fantastic, and I'm going to that one too. But I was like, man, I was like, I had a 50-50 shot, and I guessed the right one. So, shouts to
I'm
both.
actually surprised, John, you didn't say Fit for an Autopsy.
See, they popped in my mind, but like I feel like they're a little different. Like
Yeah,
as far
true.
as like
If you're going for a vibe kind of tour, like
Yeah.
everything's kind of
they're heavy as fuck.
I guess that makes sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
they're like melodic deathcore, I guess.
Right.
Whatever you want to call it. But
I feel like you guys could
at the
work with
same
them,
time,
though.
Like bring them on.
Bring them on. Bring it in, buddies.
There we go. We got the Obsidian Mind Festival, guys. So make sure to buy your tickets now. No, I mean that would be great. I wish I could announce that, but
Right.
guys, if you want to listen, I'm the Twitterverse is real. So if you want to make that happen, like listen, I'm gonna stop you. But the next question I have for you guys: favorite TV show, favorite movie.
So my favorite movie is Walk the Line.
Ooh, all right, a classic.
Yeah, some people are a little surprised by that. I love Johnny Cash and I love his story, and Walk the Line is, for the most part, is pretty accurate to his life.
Sure,
and when I first saw it, when I was like, I don't even remember how old I was, but when I first seen it, I can't tell you how many times I've seen that movie. It's like amazing. It's either that or Da Vinci Code. That's right behind it. But TV show, see, the funny thing is that I don't watch as much TV as I used to.
That's fair.
But
Yeah.
I will say there's a show on Netflix. It's called New Girl.
Yes.
It's so funny.
I know.
So there's the guy Nick.
It's like a sitcom.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
kind of, yeah. No, well, it doesn't have like the whole laugh track thing or anything like that. But, like, yeah, it's like four roommates. One of them is Zoe Deschanel. She's like the main character. But the guy that plays Nick, Jake Johnson, I think his name
Yes.
is. He's so stupid that it's hilarious. Like I'd say that's my favorite show right now for sure.
I would agree. It's great. Love it.
My favorite show. I'm actually watching Obi-Wan right now, and I'm loving that. So
Ooh.
far. That's been good.
I gotta start that.
Oh, dude, it's fire. It's probably the best out of like those like Disney, Star Wars, like
Okay,
shows that
okay.
they've been doing. It's
Got
my
high
favorite
hopes.
show. Favorite movie. I'd probably say Saving Private Ryan.
That's a good one.
Ooh,
I've always been
that's
a real big
classic.
fan of movies. That's just like
Yeah.
but that's a good one. That's a really good one. Nothing's really beating that in my opinion. But
I would argue that's a classic movie as well. Love that one. I gotta start Kenobi. I keep seeing clips and stuff, and I'm like, bro, I need to start watching this because like I have to start watching Book of Boba Fett. I finished The Mandalorian season 1 and 2, and I was like, am I gonna watch Book of Boba Fett? And I was like, probably. So then I gotta start watching that, and then I'm like, oh no, Kenobi's out, so now I gotta start watching Kenobi. So they got a lot of good shit. That's all I'm gonna say. There's not enough hours in the day to watch every TV show and then like properly run a YouTube channel. So
Right.
so I just
I
have
will
to
say-
throw
I
it
will
up
say
while I'm
that-
like editing or something, you know.
I'll say a good movie that I go to. Do you remember going back to nerding out for like a second?
Oh, all good.
Do you remember the Pokemon movie?
Yes. Which
Like
one?
the first one.
The OG, the
where,
OG.
like,
have you seen the card or something? You went to the theater?
yeah, you got like a card or something
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
Dude, like if you ever want to see a grown man cry, put that movie in front of me. I swear to God.
You know it. I
yeah.
also cry.
It's such a good movie. That or
Oh,
Lord of the Rings as well. Any of the Lord of the Rings movies are also up there as well. You guys are talking about Star Wars, and I've never seen Star Wars. I was waiting to see what your face was.
oh my! What?
I know, but I was way more into Lord of the Rings, and it's ironic because like my mom had all of the Star Wars movies, like just there. So it's not like I didn't have an opportunity. I just never took it. And then as I got older, people were like, "You gotta watch it." And then I think I started to like grow a resentment, and I was like, "Nah, I'm not going to now." Like as like what a little shit would do. And now I want to. I
I feel
don't
like
have
John is gonna. I feel like John's gonna kill you. Like I
That's
could
why.
feel the
Yeah,
anger. Like
like,
I could feel like him turning into a Sith right now. You know, like he's getting ready to just like I'm just gonna see like fucking Jacob like getting thrown up against the wall like with some force. I'm like,
I the only reason I know anything about Star Wars, I'm one of those guys, is anything because of Family Guy. That's the only reason why I know anything about Star Wars. So I'll like know characters and I'll know things and I'll know things that happened. And they'll be like, "I thought you've never seen it." Like, I've seen Family Guy though. So like I know I know enough. Like
imagine going up to someone and you're like, I know Star Wars because of Family Guy. Like that would
right.
what?
Dude, like in the middle of Comic-Con, dude. Just like blow everyone's mind.
Yo, you would literally just, oh man, nerd culture would be so strong against you. I'm not even joking.
I'm gonna watch it. I have got over my angstiness about it.
Fair enough.
Like tie him to a chair with like his head.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be some like Clock Orange shit where he's gonna have his like his
I'm about
eyes
to say
like taped.
taped.
Yeah.
Like,
There we go. Oh my god, that would be wild. Well, hopefully it's not like that. You find it an enjoyable experience, but you know, I do. I can't listen. I'm not next to you like John is, so I feel like John's in very John. You are in very capable hands with John here. So listen, us Star Wars fans, just saying, we're a little crazy.
I feel like he's actually very upset if I watched it all and I was able to reach back out. I was like, I loved it. I was like, my whole favorite thing about the whole thing was Jar Jar Binks. That was my favorite. I feel like people would be like, no, stop it. like you need to knock it off.
If you said that, I would have immediately just left. I would have been.
Family Guy. That's just
Well, then you'll be able to see him in all of his whatever. It's not glory. I don't even know what to call it, but we're gonna leave it at that. I really just want to see Jacob's reaction to Jar Jar Binks So, John, if you do happen to watch it with Jacob, I need to see this shit in like video format.
Aren't they all on Disney Plus? The babies?
I think they all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would have to be. I would
maybe
guess.
some of the newer ones.
I even think the newer ones are on there. I think they have pretty much everything. I wouldn't be surprised.
We're just gonna have an Obsidian Mind like movie marathon, like Star Wars-a-thon, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, that'd be sick. I'd be there in spirit, like in my my force, the force
We'll
within me.
have a spot empty for you with your name.
I'll just
on
have
it.
like one of those like fucking like things where I like beam up and I'm just like, hey, what's going on, guys? I'm here, like in the hologram, you know. Just like patiently watching over Jacob and be like, listen, what do you think about Jar Jar Binks? No.
Right.
We'll get like a remote watch party or something.
Right, bro.
That would be sick. I would be about it.
See, our guitarist is also a huge Star Wars fan too. Actually, I'm pretty sure the whole band is. It's like, I think I'm the only one. Jordan, our drummer, he may not be. I know Steve is like 100% too.
Damn.
Yeah, so I'm the oddball.
It's all right. It's all right. You'll be converted soon enough. The next question I have for you guys: if you were trapped on a desert island for the next month, there was one album you could bring with you to listen to, what would it be?
Oh, for me, that one's easy. Discovering the Waterfront, Silver Surfer. Like, there's just to this day, it's still the best album of all time for me. I could listen to that front and back and never get tired.
Oh, classic. Yeah.
Never get tired.
Man, that's really tough.
Right? I'm about to say, I knew that one's gonna be tough for you.
It wasn't so
Yeah, one album.
Could it be like a greatest hits, maybe?
That's like we're like in that legal gray area. But I'll give it to you if you want to take that. If you want to take that bait, then you go on ahead.
Is it gonna be Creed greatest hits? Because I'm down. Let's go. Let's go, dude. I will take a Creed's greatest hits album.
Shoot.
I believe in you so hard, John.
You can do it, John.
I would say like Incubus,
Ooh,
Essentials.
yeah, that's what it's called. I think it's called Essentials.
Ooh, all
That's
right, all right.
That's it. Wait, is that the one with Stellar? Is that the one after?
No, it's a greatest hits.
It's the greatest hits. Oh, okay.
It's their last greatest hits.
It's their last.
I think they have a couple.
I think they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
It's
all
still
right.
Creed, but that's good.
I would be. Listen, I'm
actually
about
like
it.
Creed. I
Incubus
actually
is great.
like Creed, man. I actually do. It's still Silverstein's album, but I wouldn't be opposed to Creed either.
I'm gonna just leave that where it lies. I'm not gonna encourage that in any way. So, but the next,
I'll take the hate for it. I don't care.
I'm just gonna wonder what your bandmates are gonna think when they watch this part, and they're just gonna be like, "Did he really just say Creed greatest hits?" Like,
you know, it's funny. Me and my drummer will sting my own prison to each other. So you know what I mean. So it's like Steven might make fun of me a little bit, but Jordan's gonna be like, "I get it." He's gonna be like,
I get it. I understand.
Should have been there on Sunday morning. Yeah.
Oh my god.
No. We're good. All right. But yeah, there you go.
There we go, guys. The second to last question I have for you, for people who need that just little extra push to go check out Obsidian Mind. I don't know why you wouldn't. Listen, we've been having a great time, so you should go check them out. But what do you want people to take away from your band as a collective, whether it be your music or like the lyrical backgrounds of your songs? Like, what do you want people to take away from what you guys do?
I'd say relatability would probably be a big one. Everything that for the most part, everything that I write about is either A, relatable in some way, or B, you can interpret it in any way you need. So, like, for example, Sapphire has some personal touches to it on my end, but it's made so that way people are listening to it, they're like, oh, this is helping me go through this X thing here. It reminds me a lot of this, and that's the whole point of it, is for you to take it and run with it.
Sure.
And whatever to get through what you're going through, or whatever helps give you the courage to do whatever, things like that. I'd say it's relatability and reassurance. I'd say on my end, it's probably what I would say people should expect and will get from us.
I would agree with that. I would argue with that. The relatability is definitely key for sure. I would say just making people want to move, like when we perform live. You know what I mean? And like just having that like artist audience connection. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's what it's all about, really, for me.
Yeah, energy. I'd say high energy. There's low energy when you calm things down a little bit.
Sure.
But
yeah.
We definitely try and bring a high energy live. To communicate with the people in the audience as much as possible. There's Jordan coming up right now. Our drummer's actually just about to walk in, so he can pop in and say hi.
I'm sure he will.
But yeah, I'd say relatability and energy, and just feel good grooves for sure. That's what I'd say.
Oh.
Yep, I got it. Perfect timing.
Wow. He made it to like the end of the line here.
Right, literally the last question.
Yo, what's going on? Now we're gonna run it all. No, kidding.
Right. We had an interview a little while ago, or actually with one of our first ones, and I kind of did exactly what he did. Like,
just showed up.
I just showed up at the very end. We just time management's awful here.
It's all right. I feel that if I didn't have this, I probably would be fucked. But I guess, Jordan, if you want to answer the question, basically what I had asked was, what do you want people to take away from Obsidian Mind? You know, lyrically, musically, kind of the combination of the two things.
Well, I mean, for me personally, I don't necessarily write the lyrics, but what I most like about our music is just like that it's exciting, it's emotional. I want people to feel something most of all, you know. Like take all of our influences and sort of just like put it into like one direction, which is mainly just for me. I always want to get the most excitement out of what I'm writing possible.
Sure.
That's kind of what I said, like just like energy and like the like artist audience connection and like making it emotional so everyone's just kind of everyone in the room is feeling the same thing and like yeah.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Anyway, guys, on that great note, the last thing I must ask you is the most important question of the night. Where can they find you on social media? What you guys have coming up in the next couple months? Anything else you want to plug or talk about?
We'll give Jordan this one. It's just got here.
We're working on the next like couple steps we're taking with the rest of like the EP we're releasing and other new material. Since COVID, we've had so much material we've worked on and been
Sure.
building up to this point, and like we look at it a lot as like it was like a negative thing, like we got set back, but honestly it was a good time to sort of reevaluate and get set to where we are now. We have so much music that we're like planning on releasing in the future that we're sitting on. It's just very exciting. We just released a music video. They probably mentioned that before.
Yeah.
Sapphire. That's what we want everyone to check out right now. But other than that, in the future, other music videos we're planning on in the near future that we're very excited for. Some really cool ideas for the next one specifically. The whole premise of it is amazing. I'm not going to say anything else about it though.
Right. Yeah, we're on all platforms, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube Music, you name it. The Sapphire music video is actually underneath a YouTube channel called Space Untraveled. They're the ones that published it for us. You can find it there. I think we have Facebook, Instagram as well.
Besides that, as far as like streaming services go, I'm pretty sure we're on like everything. Like we check all the time, so
Pretty positive.
should be on everything as far as I know.
Yeah, DistroKid kind of went in the clutch for that. So
There we go. Shout out to DistroKid.
yeah, shout out.
The last thing I have for you guys, because I figured I'd ask, because it didn't even cross my mind. How did you guys get signed to Theoria? Because I feel like Cody had messaged me about stuff, so I don't know if whether or not you guys had talked about, getting set up with him.
What the fuck?
Signing.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
we're not signed with them, but we're working with them on
Yeah.
Sapphire. We went. So one of the guys that also is a part of it is Chris. I don't know if you.
Yes,
communicated with Chris.
I do know Chris.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. So we've known Chris from past conversations within the band.
Okay.
And we when we were about to release this song, we were like, okay, we need to kind of hit the ground running here.
Sure,
We need to
yeah.
make it as good as a reach as we could. And we knew Chris. We didn't know Cody at the time, but we knew Chris kind of knew
Sure.
what was going on, the next big steps and stuff. And we reached out to him, and he introduced us to Cody, and everything went from there. As for Theoria, I mean, we're not signed with them or anything like that, but we're definitely like looking forward to like future things, like working wise with them when it comes to even PR, advertising, things like that.
Sure.
And we definitely know what they're doing.
Yeah, we're kind of funding everything ourselves. So.
Yeah. So yeah, they're definitely they're doing good things for sure.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, Theoria, come on. What are you doing? Like,
Yes. Yeah.
just sign
What
these
do you
guys.
think?
I don't understand, like I had to, I'm out here trying to just get you guys out here. So, Cody, Chris, I already know you watch my stuff. So just sign them. Listen, I'm just, I'm just a little pebble in the ocean here, but all I'm saying.
No, you're
that'd
a
be
very
cool.
significant member, dude. Don't worry.
There we go, guys. Well, after that complete blunder that I made on this video, which I'll probably wind up leaving in because I'm a moron, but go check out Obsidian Mind. I will leave all applicable links in the description where you can go find them on social media. Go pick up any merch I'm pretty sure that they have, or any sort of streaming site. Go check out their music there, especially Sapphire that just released, so I'll leave a link to go check out all of the songs. If you enjoyed this interview, share, like, subscribe. It goes a long way. And huge thanks to Obsidian Mind for coming on tonight.
Yes, sir. Yeah, seriously, we appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yes.